Hello, what's happening? Super excited. I am here with one of my very, very good friends. Love her to pieces. If you guys have not met Tiffany yet, you need to. She is like, we call ourselves in my family, we all have like little names for each other. I'm Mommy Screamer. And Sloan is Spicy Chicken. And I feel like I don't know why we have that, but Tiff, I'm going to call you Spicy Chicken because I swear to God, you are like the spunkiest, fun, outgoing, witty. Don't mess with her though, because she will, she will hunt you down. But she is as you guys are coming in, say hey. Let us know where you're coming in from. If you're watching the live, hit the live button. But Tiff is such an amazing, heartfelt person. I met her in this online space. I've had the honor of working with her and meeting her in person, and she is just as cute in person as she is online. And I remember when I first saw you online, what was it, like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago, probably. And I was just like, oh my God, she's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And she really is the cutest thing I ever seen. But she's also an incredible saleswoman. Like anytime I have sales questions, anytime somebody on my team is getting stuck and everybody's saying, hey, but I can't see who it is. It's just showing up as Facebook user. So, hey from Texas, hey from Maryland, how are you? Smash the heart button. Guys, you're going to want to make sure you share this video because she is going to share with us how she sells. Like I said, she's an amazing salesperson. Are you sitting down, guys? Over $50,000 a month in sales. This is her own personal sales. This isn't her team sales. This is her own personal sales. Like drop the mind blown emoji. You know what I mean? Like holy moly. But here's what she also does is she also has it so dialed in so that she isn't overwhelmed by how many customers she has. Tiff, how many customers do you have a month on average?
I would say on average about 200.
An average about 200. Oh my God, my head is
I've had
like
months where I have like 450.
my head is spinning, right? So like this drop the oh my gosh emoji. On top of it, if you don't know Tiff's story, on top of it, she's got two little babies that are like in preschool and first grade. Allison's in first grade, that are both hearing impaired and have cochlear implants, and she shares all of that. So let's just say she's busy, you know what I mean? And so she had to find a way to automate this. So Tiff, share a little bit about brought here, and I'm just going to let you pour into us all this goodness that you have for us.
You got it. I'm so excited to be here. Julie, you're one of my favorite people. You know that. If you don't, I'm just going to reiterate it until you do. But I'm so thankful for you and glad that I could be on here. I like Julie said, I'm a very busy mama. Who's a busy mom on here? I feel like everyone's a busy mom. If you're a mom, you're busy. Okay, so just drop
me in the comments if you're a mom and you're busy.
Yeah, let us know. There's so many things going on in the world, and then the whole world went crazy, in 2020. So I'm just going to share some things and some tactics that I implemented that literally changed my entire business. So let's rewind a little bit and let me tell you a story, because I think stories really are everything and they matter. And so in 2019, I had just started the particular business that I'm in now, the health and wellness company that I'm in, and I was doing really well. I was flying through the ranks. I had just got started, but I was ignoring my kids. I was stressed out. I was exhausted. I was constantly in my messenger. I was not spending quality time with my husband. There was a lot of things that I needed to work on. And if you're feeling like that right now, this video is going to be for you, because it will absolutely change your life. Because I changed mine. So I was at my breaking point, and I was looking for a way and answers, ways to automate my messages, which would be off of social media, right? A way to get my list somewhere that I could communicate with them other than on social media, but I didn't really want to go with an email list because I wanted to be more personalized and I wanted to be able to send them quick messages that I knew that they could check pretty easily, bite-sized pieces and add value as well. So I stumbled upon text message marketing, and some of you all may already be using text message marketing. If you're not, again, you need to listen because it will change your life. But I started using an app called Project Broadcast. So I started using this app. One of my friends recommended it to me, and I was actually really like, oh man, like, am I going to be annoying? I'm going to be that person. But really what I didn't know is I was going to add more value than ever to my clients and customers and have more sales than ever. So literally the very next month that I implemented text message marketing and got my customer list into my text message service, I doubled my income and my volume that very same month that I started using it. And so it allowed me to not leave anybody out.
I want numbers, Tiff. I want numbers.
So I was at about, and this was, mind you, back in beginning of 2020 before COVID hit. That's when I finally started to use it, and I had been struggling for about a year and a half. Like, not struggling, like I was making great money, but I was, like I said, exhausted, tired, and not spending quality time with my family. And I went from about, I would say 6,000 to 7,000 on average a month in customer sales to over 15,000 in that same month. And then the very next month, it doubled again, over 30,000. So insane. I know what it did for me and my life and how it impacted my paycheck, and more than anything, like, just impacted our family life. And so that for me was everything, to be able to do that.
And what I'm hearing you say, Tiff, and this is something that, how many of us, like, we go into this network marketing space, we want to make, like, our first goal is 6 figures, right? I know it's that 6-figure mark. Everybody's like, I just want to make 6 figures. I just want to make 6 figures. But if you're constantly living in your business 24/7 and in your messenger, I don't care what 6 figures gives you or 6+ figures gives you, because it's not giving you freedom, right?
Exactly.
We go into this business to be able to get the freedom that we want. And so what Tiff was saying was, yeah, I was making really good money, but what was suffering on the back end was my children. I wasn't with them. I wasn't spending quality time. My husband, I was neglecting him. I'm sure your house looked like ish too. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so many buckets that we can fill. And so it's not only just about doubling and quadrupling your customer sales, but it's the automation piece on top of it to give you the freedom. Carol Ann says, what app did you say, Tiff?
Yeah, so I personally use Project Broadcast. It's very, very simple, and it's what I started with, and it's been successful for me. So that's the one that I continue to use. And I'm actually going to chat a little bit more because I've created a course around how I use it and how I get opt-ins and things. So we're going to chat more about that, but really, really excited to bring that to you all.
Okay, so walk us through the process, Tiff. So
Yeah.
you've got leads coming in, right? So you've got TikTok reels, Facebook. Walk us through the process. I know your process. I don't need to speak for you.
So yeah, you know what I do. You follow me and see what I do, and we're talking like basically every day. But I use my top 3 ways I get opt-ins, as I'll share with you all, is I actually use short video, and that was my number 1. I think it was last June that I had a viral video on TikTok, and because I included my number in that viral video, I had over 77K in sales that month, and which is insane. And that's like off the charts, right? That's not normal. But if you're doing short video, you need to expect that one of your videos eventually will probably go viral, because that's just how these platforms are working right now. And if you haven't hit that yet, you will. You just have to keep posting, right? The consistency is key, showing up on social media every day and sharing what you have to offer, especially on, I think it was Reels is really big. And also I know Julie knows that Shorts is doing really well on YouTube. So short video on TikTok, on Reels, on Facebook and Instagram, and also on YouTube. That's the biggest way to get opt-ins. And of course, you're going to start your video with a call to action of some sort, or end your video with a call to action. You're going to start your video with some sort of hook, something to get their attention. So you're going to, for instance, top 3 weight loss tips, or how I lost 65 pounds, which is one of my hooks. How I lost the mama pooch, right? How I blasted the fat, and then sharing what it is, but not sharing what it is, right? We're showing it, but we're not sharing, because curiosity and attraction marketing are everything. And then including at the very end an action step, a call to action, CTA. Some of you all already started implementing those, but you're going to say, for more info, or for help losing weight, or for help with your daily makeup routine, whatever product or brand that you're with, make sure to text help to 859, whatever your number that you would set up. And so let me explain that a little bit, because I didn't explain that. Some of you all don't know what text marketing is at all. So when you use text message marketing, you are actually sending a text it looks like it's coming from your personal number, right? So if you've ever opted into like text messages from certain businesses, sometimes you'll get like a weird number that it comes from. This looks like it's coming from your personal number in your personal area code. So that's what Project Broadcast allows you to do. It allows you to send out a text to all of your individual clients, not grouped, not in a group message, and you can send it to as many people as you want. Right. And there's no limit to that. You're not going to get blocked on Facebook for sending out too many messages, which is what was happening to me. I was sending out mass messages because I had so many people interested and so many people commenting on some of the posts I was making and some of the short videos that I was getting blocked, and I needed a way to get them off of social media. So, and even if you're not going viral, don't have crazy amounts of comments yet, it's still really important to build a text message list, because you're going to be able to reach your contacts when there's a promo or sale. You would be sending out a lot of messages, because you're going to reach out to everyone who's ever bought from you before, right? Anytime there's a promotion or a sale in your business, you need to have them grouped somewhere. So that way you're not sending out those messages and you're not spending your time in Messenger. You're making passive sales while you're sleeping, or while you're on vacation, or while you're spending time with your family. And I don't know anyone that doesn't want that. Say passive in the comments if that's what you signed up for. All right. We all signed up for that. And then we have to figure out a way to actually make that work by using back-end systems. And this is one of these systems that I know works. And I'm really, really excited to keep teaching you about. So it looks like it's coming from your number. You get the text message. You can even program keywords. The keyword is going to allow you to, you give them a call to action in the text message that you send out for whatever promotion you're doing. And you already have your keyword set up that they're going to text back. They text back the keyword. You didn't have to send that message back. Your text message app replied for you, right? And you can set it up on a delay, so it looks like it's actually coming from you. I've found that most of my customers don't care. They're excited to know that I'm keeping in contact with them. They are excited to be getting, texts about any type of value I might have to offer, because I also shoot that in there as well. Like I'm sending them, meal preps, recipes, grocery lists for me, because I'm into fitness and health. But your freebies or value that you add could be inspirational posts, could be, a morning routine list, something that is valuable to you that you think other people could learn from, and that your audience expects from you. So that's some of the things that I send out, and some of the ways that I get opt-ins is by using that short video and having a call to action, having them text my number so they automatically opt in. They text a keyword, and then that keyword sends them a message, and then we have a conversation to figure out, what kind of products they want or what would be best for them.
So what I love is, so how many of you guys on here have an email list? Put email list if you've got an email list. But what text messaging does is it has a far greater open rate. Yes. Right? So you're reaching way more customers. And if you've noticed, like Tiff saying, she's providing value, right? We all want to provide value to our audience and not just spam, 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 spam. And so what she does is instead of blasting off an email every week or every 2 weeks, or, whatever it is that you do, she is providing value via text message. Carol saying, I don't have an email list because I don't know how. Email lists can be complicated. Like, let's be honest, like you're setting up either like a MailChimp or something like that.
Yeah.
But what this is it's literally, Carol, if you know how to send a text message, you can use Project Broadcast, right? And so it's a game changer for those of us that are building on social media who don't know our customers, and we've got to create this like, know, and trust factor. And let's be honest, the whole reason we say email list, email list, email list is because we don't own social media, right? If Mark Z decides he doesn't like me today and he shuts me down, guess what? I just lost 4,000 friends on Facebook and all of my followers, right? But because I have an email list or because I have a texting campaign, which is what Project Broadcast is, I'm okay.
Yep.
And so that's why it's so important as online business owners to have, I don't even want to say it's a backup plan, but to have a plan to have people off of social media. Yes. And this is about blasting out, just like you can blast out one email to everybody, right? I've got an email list of, 7,000 people. I've got a list of 7,000 people on my email list. I send out one email, bam, everything's done for you, right? And then, so like, for example, Tiff, what is one of your keywords? Like, can you kind of walk us through like what one of your keywords are and then what you do with that?
Yeah, I for sure
you don't have that with an email campaign.
No, and I will tell you guys, if you don't know how to set up an email campaign or email list, I don't either. All right. I do not have an email list like Julie does. I have a text list, and it's been very, very beneficial for me. You do not have to be tech savvy to know how to do it. You just have to, there are some things that I feel like definitely needed help with in the beginning that I have figured out over the last 3 years of using it. But that's another reason why I developed Techspertise, which is a course I'm going to introduce in a little bit. But I'm going to walk you through this flow and why it's so important to use text. I know Julie mentioned that text has a higher open rate, and it does. It has an 80% open rate over an email, which has a 21.5% open rate as of last year.
And that's a good open rate. Let's just be honest. That's a really good open rate.
Right. Because some people's lists are getting less than that even. So that's probably average, I would say. But 80% open rate on text is incredible. And like we were saying, like, it's so simple and you don't have to be tech savvy to use it. So what I do is, one of my keywords is help. Like, that's the biggest keyword that I use, because it's like usually people are seeing my stuff about how I lost weight. I've lost 65 pounds. And I share that on social media. I have since become a personal trainer. And now I really want to delve out and teach people how to build their own businesses. And so I have them text help, and that gets them my keyword that sends them a message that says, hey, this is Tiffany Clonch here. Super excited to help you. What are your goals? ? What is your name so I can save it? ? And so that's a simple, easy opt-in. There's so many other ways, which I also teach in my course, how to get more opt-ins. Using your stories, using live video, using freebies that you can create that are full of value that you want to give to people. Just free options for them to text and get a download. Like for one of mine, I have a fat loss checklist. So I have my fat loss checklist made, and when they text fat loss to my Project Broadcast number, then they'll automatically, I have a keyword set up that sends them a checklist that they get. So that's just another way to use it. There's so many different ways and different options to use it based on what you market and who your audience looks like. And it's just really, really exciting.
I love it. Guys, drop the mind blown emoji. Like, are you like, oh my God, like, and I can see, like, full disclosure, Tiff is on my team over in my network marketing company. So I can verify firsthand what I've seen happen to her business, right? And so it's genius, and what she teaches is genius. And so it's one of the reasons why I was like, Tiff, like we all, whether you're in my network marketing company or you're not in my network marketing company, it doesn't matter. People, this is too good not to share with anybody that wants to build a network marketing company, right? And really wants to dive into building it online, but you don't have that like, know, and trust factor. But then at the same time, you're able to connect with your audience, right? And so she has a course that she is dropping. It's brand new. Like it hasn't even like, it's in like pre-launch right now.
Yes.
And I think if my assistant is on, she's going to drop the link for you guys. And if she's not on, I can drop it as well. Tell us a bit about the course, Tiff, and tell us what's in the course and what we're going to get. And I know that you have a special promo. Oh, here it is. Awesome. You have a special promo for us.
Yes.
And my audience right now, and I'm super excited about that.
Yes, I'm so excited. So, like Julie said, we are still in pre-launch on this. All the course modules are uploaded and ready to go. There's just a few more things that I'm going to add in some more value for you guys. But this course is valued at well over $1,000. But I've bundled it up so nicely to where I'm able to offer it at a better price. And you're going to learn how to grow your text message list. Number one. You're going to learn how to get opt-ins. You're going to learn how to create passive sales while you're having fun, while you're with your family, and how to continue to nurture your text message list, add value, but also how to use Project Broadcast. I went into detail about Project Broadcast because that's what I use. And I shared each tab in there because I know it can be very overwhelming. I shared with you how to import your contacts, how to the tools that you need to get started. I share all kinds of stuff, 5 ways to use a text list for your business. I mean, there's so much there. And then I'm even going to have a bonus dropping in there from my VA who she does really well with the bundles and landing pages, which that may be something that you all do not know anything about yet. But it's something that's important to know as you get going in this journey. But for the most part, it's just a very simple way to get started instead of getting overwhelmed and to just keep growing it. I'm obsessed. Like I've already had a lot of great feedback from my students. I have a student who is really, really excited to start using these techniques, and she hasn't had results yet, but she's not implemented all the strategies yet, but she is so excited about what she's learned. So I'm really excited, but I've also helped my team implement these strategies, guys. And, we have over 100K volume months. So it's not like, this is my first go around teaching people. My organization blows it up using this as well. And so I'm just really excited to have a generic course for all network marketers to learn how to create a text list. And so, awesome. Yeah, and we can go into more detail about the pre-launch code if you're wanting to go ahead and drop that. If you have anything else to add, Julie.
No, I just want to say that if you're serious about taking your business to the next level, but you don't want to live in your business and you want to get leads and sales passively, this is the way to do it. And this is the way to then go and hit all of your customers, right? So for those of you that have taken my YouTube course, because a lot of people on here have taken my YouTube course, right? Very easy in the description of your text, in the description of your videos to say, text this number for more information, text help over here. And so you can very easily tie in all of the strategies that Tiff's taking to any single social media platform that you're building on. And it's really, really, really genius. And then you're carrying on that conversation and you're building that know, and trust factor, so much quicker than you do, honestly, with an email campaign. If I could go back to the beginning of time when I first started in this online journey, I wish I had everybody's email address because it is such a game changer and it is so much better than email. It really is. So I love all of the things that you're talking about, Tiff, over here. So tell us, what is she hasn't officially launched it. I think last week I was super excited. She wasn't ready. I was like, let's do it to my audience. My audience needs this. Like, they have to have this to grow their business, right? So I had her like rush to get it done, and she's still in pre-launch. She hasn't even launched it yet to like the public, but she said, okay, fine, I'll do pre-launch for you, and we'll do like a special code just for your audience. So Tiff, how do we get this special code, and what do we do?
Yeah, so all you have to do is go to the link that Julie has dropped, and then there is a pre-launch code. It's just literally capital PRE and then capital LAUNCH. So pre-launch, all one word. And you just can enter that in and check out. It's a coupon code. So when I officially launch in the next few days, the code is going, or the price is going to be at the original price that's listed on the site, the $497. And this code is going to give you $300 off. So it's a steal. You're going to get lifetime access to all of my trainings in there, to any bonus material that I might add on. You'll have access to that. And it's just a really incredible deal, because you're not just changing, you're not just changing a few things in your life. You're literally changing your entire life. You're changing your lifestyle, the way that you live. And like Julie said, not living in your business. You're going to be able to live on your business, like do things because of your business running in the background for you. So if you want to know more about that, like I said, just visit that link. Enter in that code. It's just going to be available for the next 48 hours. So I'm really, really excited.
And here's the thing, and this is what I know. Like, I was with Tiff the other day, or this was a few weeks ago when I was in Michigan. I don't know if you guys saw that I was in Michigan, and we had like this promo to get started and to like join our team, right? And so she has it all segmented, where all of the people that have expressed an interest in joining her team, she can then go and send a message to them and let them know that there's this huge promo that's going on for 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it is. And if they're still interested in getting started, now's the chance, right? Versus me, who's not organized and has to like go and figure out, okay, who have I talked to? Who in like my messenger, all of these things. And it was bam, she was done in 5 minutes. And here I am going through my messenger, and I am like, I need your course, and going through my messenger over here and being like, okay, this person message. Okay, let me copy and paste this message to them. Okay, let me copy and paste this message. And I'm going on for like an hour and a half. And Tiff's already moved on to like the next best thing, because she literally sent out her message and bam, all, 200 people got it in one fall swoop, and she was done, you know?
So for instance, like Julie was saying, they are grouped. And so I had all of my people who were interested in joining my business tagged into like a potential marketer tag. And so that's how I've done it. And as people are interested, I'm able to add those contacts to that tag. So if I'm dripping on them like on Messenger and they're interested in Messenger, I go over to their project broadcast number and I go ahead and add that tag to them if they're already programmed. If not, I say, hey, I saw that. I know that you're interested, but maybe right now is not the time to join. Do you want to receive future promotions about, enrolling in my business? And so when they do, that's another way I get an opt-in, is I'm able to add them into my project broadcast because I asked for their phone number and they're like, yeah, like I want to know, because they're interested. And you just tag them into that group so you can blast them out a message. And that same goes for your customers, your potential customers. They can all be tagged into specific groups. So you're targeting your audience to exactly what they want.
I love it. I love it. Like, mind blown. Tiff, you need to like come into my back office over here and help me significantly. And I don't know, maybe I need like 2 project broadcasts. I don't know. But I definitely know that I need help. I have my customer side of project broadcast pretty much taken care of. I personally use it for my YouTube. Anybody that orders from me, they get added to my project broadcast. I don't, and then they get dripped on how to take the products and all of that. But I don't have the business side set up quite like that. And I would love to have my YouTube stuff all set up as well. Yeah, so I think it's really a game changer, and it's really genius. And I know what it can do for your business. So here is the link. I don't want to keep you guys. Here is the link. The price is going to go up if you've got any questions, Tiff is available. I'm available to help answer them. I think this is a game changer for all of you, honestly, because if you're ready to go viral, which is everybody's goal, right? We all want to go viral, but if you don't have the foundations in place and you don't have the structure in place to do what to do, I mean, I've seen it happen with people on my team. They're like, oh my God, I went viral and I have nothing. And I'm so freaking out because there's so many people that are messaging me. And it's like, well, yeah, it's great to go viral, but if you don't have the structure and the systems in place to capture the leads, to get the sales, to do it, it's all going to go to shit, be honest. You know what I mean? And so we don't want that.
Well, you're not able to capture those leads at all if you don't have a way to do it outside of Messenger, because you'll get blocked from messaging everybody so fast.
Yep, totally. So this is a game changer. Hashtag value, guys, in the comments if you've gotten some value from Tiffany. It's absolutely amazing. I love her to pieces. I need your course. I know some of these things, but I certainly am not selling $75,000 a month in sales. I'm sure I could be doubling my personal sales if I followed your strategies. So thank you very much, Tiff. I appreciate you sharing this with everybody. And like I said, if you've got any questions, definitely make sure you message her.
Yeah, please do comment down below and let us know. We'll get back to you.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Bye.